It's your old pal Brian. It's the 27th, Wednesday, and the rain has passed, and we're coming into a little front action. So it's going to get cool in the coming days. I try to come down here on a beautiful day, and even though it's pretty, it's got a light wind, 5 to 8 it feels like. So I won't be hauling ass across the lake. But I figured I'd carry it out and run a little more film. Got rudder. That's a good thing. Let's see, did I screw my plug back in? The oldest trick in the book to screw up on. Yep, we're good. Alrighty. There she is again. Let's see if I can tilt my head up where you can see. A little bit better lighting. When you know I paint the damn thing green, might have to do something different. I have to turn the gain down on my gyro. It doesn't want to steer the way I think it should. So hi to Rob, who I actually spoke with this morning on the phone. He's stateside, and we had a nice little chat. He's working his butt off and going a little crazy doing that. He's doing a lot of flying around the world, and that causes him to have to do a lot of work. His observation was, as much like an airline pilot's kind of got it made. He just climbs on the airplane, flies the plane, and gets to where he's going and gives them the keys back, and he's done. Whereas when you're flying international flights privately, there's a lot of logistics involved. And somebody's got to do it, and that's going to be the pilot. Hi to Simon. I guess you're probably still experiencing some kind of crazy winter action over there. To Hugh and Brian with a Y. Yeah, Hugh, it's good fun playing around with this little devil. Fairly mindless fun. Brian, I hope all is well in your world. Ingleburn, hope everything's cool down there. Jonesy, it was fun exchanging gentle jibes this morning. Jonesy referred to me as a girl in my flying of helicopters, and I got to be honest with you, yeah, that $1,000 500 I got, as stout as it is, it will never, by my hand, see its potential, because it is scary. I don't want to drill the damn thing in the ground, and in a few days I'll be 50 anyway, and I think doing whoop-de-doos and flips and rolls with helicopters are probably best to younger people. And I have to imagine, Jonesy, you are significantly younger than me. But we had a nice exchange. Yeah, he was talking about helicopter parts and pieces, and with the 500 class, they're just so much heavier. Probably made out of the same material, but because they're physically larger in diameter and that sort of thing, you have a much more stout product. Who else? Joaquin, if you check in on occasion, I hope you're doing well. Phil's work banned him off the computer, which is probably just as well. That way you can actually get some work done. You all will be seeing a little bit more of me by virtue of me having to move to night shift starting Friday for the next 31 days. I got to work nights. So I get a few reprieves out of that, but basically it equates to 20 days of 3 to 11 and a few into the early morning hours. Upside is that I appear in your world more. The downside is that I don't appear in my wife's world, and I've grown fond of her after 26 years of marriage. So I will miss her, but it'll be kind of fun to slip back into getting some stick time. I've only been out to the club, I think, once or twice since I went to day shift. That's wide open. The best I can tell, that damn thing goes about 30 miles an hour. Hi to my new friends over at the Nirvana Yacht Thread. Boomer. Is it Chidago? And Captain Crash. I carry them down the rabbit hole since I haven't been out sailing much. We call it running down the rabbit hole when you move topics. I post this video on there the other day for them. We'll see how it goes in the coming days if I can't get a sailboat out here and sail around a bit. It wants to roll over. I'm going to build a hatch for it. The front hatch is Lexan, if I hadn't mentioned it, and I found it at an Army surplus place, and it's not really a hatch, it's a cover. There's a cavity that they have in the build of this. I really don't know what they put in that cavity, what they were going to put in the cavity, but it's useless. So I sealed it with silicone and Lexan, and I think I'm going to make a battery compartment cover out of the existing one. It's a routed in piece of wood that I don't much care for. But yeah, good fun. Good fun. Ooh, let's not roll that thing over. Bring her in and give the battery a break. There we go. See ya. Hey guys, y'all pal Brian again. It's part 2 of the video of the day. And let's see, we got rudder, fantastic, and we have motor. So what else are we talking about? Oh, I posted a link to that Phantom quadcopter. I like that. If I had $1,000 laying around for that whole setup, I'd hook myself up. 7 to 10 minute run times is a little light though, and that's the first version of that thing. I'll be looking here in the next year for the second version, and then of course what other people produce, but that's pretty nice. It's got a GPS and a compass on board. You can hang your GoPro Hero on it. There's wide open. Ooh, she jumps out of the water, doesn't she? So yeah, that thing hauls ass. That's kind of my bag, I think. I like being able to run a camera up, and then, you know, if things go bad, you lose a link or whatever, and it just simply comes home. That's pretty damn cool. Also, if you lose orientation, if you go give the stick input left or right, it simply goes left or right. That is cool as hell. So GPS guidance is getting a little bit more affordable, and they're doing a good job. So something to think of that way in the future for myself. Yeah, I'd like to be able to run a helicopter up, or a quadcopter up a couple 100 feet, 500 feet, and take pictures of bad guys' camps, frankly. So yeah, the Phantom quadcopter, good stuff. Yeah, note to self, I need to paint this damn thing another color. You lose orientation pretty easy when it's far away. Weighs about, what did I say, 8.1 pounds or so, all up with the battery. I'm using my Line 500 batteries, making good use of them, running some cycles through them. That's what they need. They've been sitting so much. Who else? Old Frog, is he on anymore? I don't know. H-Fin, I saw you lurking. All you people are frozen up in the north. Yeah, Hugh, putting a yaw gyro on this bad boy makes it a whole lot more manageable. I hear that they're unbelievably squirrely. Otherwise, you end up giving it gas, and you've got just a couple of seconds, and it's uncontrollable. Well, the gyro fixes that. A nice wide arc so I don't get that walking. Yeah, well, a great way to repurpose my 500 class helicopter batteries when they're not being used to fly. Gotta do some surgery on my Hobby King catamaran. I killed the servo in it. A crap servo to begin with, but I think I moved the rudders by hand and killed it, and boy, I tell you what, it is a joy getting inside there working on that in that confined space. You're gonna have to do it though. Probably gonna put the engine that came with this on eBay. See if I can't get rid of it to somebody that can use it, sell it to them cheap. OS .61 max or something like that. It's got the motor and the muffler. This is the original battery that came with my Line 500 from the guy I bought it from a couple of years ago. It's a physically smaller battery, but it seems to have the same output as the others. Okay, time to bring her home. I feel low voltage cut off. There we go. Alright, hopefully this one took. All the best, guys, and we'll see. I'm going to run one more battery. See ya.